connecting. Yes. Okay. Awesome. How's it going?
I'm going good. How are you doing?
It's good. Just a
Good.
little background for our Easton people that are just hanging out with us. Haylie and I have been texting about ideas for what to do for this live. We are for sure going to do this rapid fire questioning because we can absolutely do that. But
Heck
over
yeah.
in where Haley's at, is it pouring or what?
No, actually our entire outside, so I'm at my fiance's parents' house right now, and all of the
Yeah.
outside like pool area is being used by everyone else working. So I'm up in our room right now just hanging out and chilling, but it's a beautiful day outside. So I think we're going to take the boat out at some point this afternoon, which will be
Oh,
really
what?
freaking awesome. I know. I'm super pumped. Super pumped.
You said it started pouring. What
No,
is it, Haley? Yes.
not pouring. Not pouring.
Not pouring. Not pouring. Got it.
Not pouring.
All
Very
right.
nice out.
Well, I'm ready with my questions.
All right. Fire away.
Before we get started with our questions, I just want to make sure everybody understands what this is all about. I mean, our theme of these rapid fire questions is I was an infielder at University of Washington a long time ago. It was our 10-year anniversary last year, so I am no longer playing. But Haylie McCleney is a current, obviously, player for Team USA, freaking stud outfielder, which a lot faster than me, lots of different skills, obviously an infield and an outfield. But yeah, do you have anything to add, Haylie?
I think it's so cool that we're getting to do this just because I think the relationship of the infielder to outfielder is so important, and I don't think it's really talked about enough, like in softball, like how much we need to rely on each other and use each other and really just like respect what the other one does. I know like from an outfield's perspective, it's like sometimes it's hard because like everyone wants to play infield, everyone wants to be shortstop, but like outfielders, like we make some really cool plays and we do a lot of cool stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
cool
I think it's definitely like when you're in 12 and under, 14 and under, if you're in the outfield, people are like not really understanding the
Right.
power of being an awesome outfielder. And I think it wasn't even until college where I just really understood when I had an awesome outfield behind me. And when, like, honestly, I always had an awesome outfield behind me in college because that's when you probably really get it as an infielder.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do that I would never be able to do, and I think
And
people just need to
likewise.
realize that.
Yeah, likewise. Anytime I step foot in the dirt, like if I get put in there for like a scrimmage or something just to mess around, I'm like I have anxiety, I'm too close, like I need to back up. Like so I have so much respect for what you guys do in there because like I know in international ball especially like the ball comes off the bat so hot and it can be frightening sometimes.
Well, yeah,
I'm like
and
I need to be away.
well, the other way around is I don't need a ton of thought process when the ball's like coming at me. It's like, okay, I'm going to react to it.
Right.
For you, I feel like, okay, ball's hit. Where the heck do I run? Like, I think I need to go back. Okay, first step is back. We learned that in like travel ball, right? But other than that, yeah, I feel like I'd be doing a bunch of different routes other than just the direct path to the ball. All right, are you ready for your questions?
I'm ready. Fire away. Let's go.
All right. So I made some notes here, and I'm just going to put them up.
Okay.
All right, are you ready?
I feel like I'm taking a test.
Yeah, it can feel like that. But I don't know how to put my timer on because I was just going to go, all right, I've got 2 minutes to ask you questions. You got 2 minutes to ask me questions. But we're just going to give ourselves the benefit of the doubt here. All right, here we go. Do you have a different name for infielders that we don't know about?
Different name, just innies.
Innies, yeah.
Like an innie and outie, like belly button.
I know. I actually got stickers made that say innie and outie for like my lesson girls, and they're just like,
what does that mean? No, that's been like a thing for like 5 ever for us.
Yeah, same. Okay, ready. Who was your hero growing up?
Laura Berg, the absolute GOAT. One and only 4-time Olympian, best ever. She's also our coach on the national team, so she's she's just so knowledgeable, and she could, I swear, I don't even know how old she is, but she could still play right now. Like she could take my spot on the national team right now if she wanted it. She's that good.
So good. Can you tell me your funniest teammate you've ever played with?
Ooh, that's so hard. Jaden Spencer is who I'm gonna have to go with. We played together for 3 years at Alabama. She was a year older than me. We still talk like every single day. So she is absolute comedy.
You have to have those funny teammates, right? It can't all be
You
serious.
do. No, and that's one of my life mottos is like never take life too seriously. I'm always laughing and joking around. So, and she taught me that, which is very nice.
I should probably adopt that life motto. Um, too serious sometimes. All right. What is the hardest skill you had to master to be the best outfielder you could be?
Diving. Diving. I think that's one thing that's like, I think it's expected. I don't think it's necessarily taught a ton. And once I got to college is really when I started to learn like the technique of diving and how to do it and how to feel confident during games. And it's something like I'm super, super passionate about. And it just looks cool. Like you make Sports Center when you dive. So why would you not like want to
Yeah,
learn it?
why not dive?
Why
Can
not?
you give me your two biggest teaching points on diving?
Jump, don't fall. So a lot of times when like girls say, "Oh, I dove for that ball," like no, like you kind of look like a dead fish and just like flopped over. Like you actually you're supposed to gain ground when you dive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and then don't like you never want to land with your arms tucked underneath you. Like you want to feel like Superwoman diving through the air, and your core should be the first thing that lands. Because if it's not, then that's where we kind of run into trouble, and we can scorpion. You know, we can end up with our feet
Oh
over
yeah.
our head. We don't want that. So.
We don't want to be on Sports Center like that in a
No,
scorpion.
that's not. We don't want to be on not top 10. We want to make top 10. Top 10.
All right. My last question. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Your one piece of advice for kids that are outfielders in your sport.
One piece of advice. Oh, that's tough. Be confident in being an outfielder. I just think like at a young age there's so much stigma around being an outfielder and that it's not cool or like if you were good enough you would be in the infield. Like I got put in the outfield when I was in 6th grade. So I was how old was I? Like 12 maybe. And it was like 12U, 14U, and everyone was like, "Oh, why are you just playing outfield?" Well, I was small and left-handed, so like there was really nowhere else for me to go other than like first base, and I am 5'3", and I weighed maybe 100 pounds at the time. Like I was not a first baseman at all. So they just threw me in the outfield, and it ended up being the best thing to happen to me because I was prepared when I got to college because I had already been playing outfield for so long at that point. It had already been, like 5-6 years that I was like full blown in the outfield. Instead of just being like, oh, I was recruited as a shortstop, but now I'm in the outfield trying to play center field. And I think that ended up helping me. Like it sucked while I was in it because I didn't feel like I was good enough, but it ended up being the best thing for my career. And that was one of the things that Coach Murphy liked in me when he first saw me. He was like, I like that she's a true outfielder. And we can teach her some things on how to hit, and my career took off from there. So like don't be afraid to like, hey, I'm an outfielder and it's cool. Like let's reverse that stigma.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much my favorite piece of advice. That's what I was hoping that you were going to say, especially
Yeah.
because I teach majority of infielders in my lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's one girl in particular who started as a shortstop, but when she was 13, and now she's 17, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When she was 13,
Yeah.
she goes, I just like being in the outfield. Like I get to roam, I get to sprint at the ball. I'm fast. I get to show off how athletic I am. Like
Yeah.
in the infield, yeah, like shortstops are athletic, but also the ball's not that far. And
Right.
so she's like, I get to dive and I get to take balls from the infield sometimes because they are going back and I can see everything. I'm like, dude, do it. Like,
Yeah.
do your
Seriously.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just freaking do it. That's really good advice. All right. Are you ready for my questions now?
I'm a little nervous. I don't like being on this end of the question, so go ahead.
I'll make them easy. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull up my notes here. I feel like I have a study guide on my laptop right now.
Yeah, for real. Same. I'm like, I just want to
Okay.
be prepared for you, Haylie.
All right. Favorite defensive play that you ever made in college?
On
the spot.
Throwing on the run, lefty slapper. Honestly, it didn't matter who it was, but if it was the fastest girl on the team, that was awesome. I will say, because it's been a while since I've been in college, I went to my alumni game and we got to play against the current team, and I threw out
Oh,
Sis
heck yeah.
Bates throwing on the run.
Oh, that's epic. I'm gonna have to talk to Sis about that the next time I see her too. That's
Dude,
awesome.
You should. I was like, and I remember just going, she's gonna bunt. This little jerk is gonna
She's
bunt
gonna do
on
it.
an
Yep.
old lady.
And you hosed her. I love everything
Yeah.
about that. And I will
Yeah.
say, as a slapper, there is no worse feeling than like, oh, I put a really good slap down, and then the shortstop or third baseman just makes like an insane play. It's like, what else can you do?
I mean, honestly though, it's you guys win 90% of the time. You're just too fast. That's just the game. So
it's hard, but mad respect to you guys for that. Okay, here we go. Number 2. What is your favorite part about the mental game of softball?
Oh my God, probably that it's hard. It is hard work.
Good answer.
And I think you don't really get it until you've been in it, which is something that I'm trying to like talk to young girls about more, just because I think I wasted a lot of my playing years because I wasn't there. And it's so much fun when you actually have the perspective to be able to play in the present instead of, oh my God, I'm worried about X, Y, and Z. And I think that's probably my favorite part about our sport in general, is that it's majority of it is the mental game. So yeah, that's my answer. Oh, whoa.
I think my connection is messing up.
No, it's probably mine. And I also just kind of dropped my phone because I forgot that I had to hold it, apparently. But
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're good. You're good.
I'm probably making like the weirdest faces right now.
No, you're good. I think I haven't lost connection
Okay.
with you.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. Okay. All right. What do you think is the most important part of the infield outfield communication?
Easy answer off the top of my head is actually communicating, because I just see a lot of youth people in sport, and the infield outfield is just silent. So when a ball's actually in play, I think that's huge. Diving a little bit deeper, I think infielders need to know their outfielders' arm strength, and like probably just paying attention in practice and knowing like, all right, when Haylie goes back to go get a ball, like here's kind of where I need to be in my cuts and relays position, because she's got a cannon and I don't need to go and follow her all the way out. I can kind of meet her in her strength zone and relay the ball or not. Right. I think that's a big thing with infielders, especially, is knowing when to cut the ball and when to just let it go, because some outfielders can literally throw it all the way home from a fence. Right.
Yeah. That's good. I like that a lot. Advice for infielders talking a pitcher down in like a stressful inning.
Oh, this again, I think is you got to know your pitcher, because there's a bunch of different personalities, right? You got a Danielle Laurie who a lot of times you're just like, I'm pretty sure she's good. Like, I know she could be stressed, or like maybe she's got some butterflies. She likes her routine. So if I don't go up to her when it's a stressful situation, she's like, dude, what? Get over here. Like, you have to like tap my glove before, like, let's go.
Right.
Or there's maybe like a freshman pitcher that's not as experienced, that's like kind of deer in the headlights, doesn't know what's going on. So I think, again, knowing your personalities, knowing your pitcher, that's what I would go with.
I love that. I always feel like from an outfielder's perspective, I always have FOMO when there's like a little infield meeting, because I feel like we are never included in those, and we're just like, oh, we're out here, like we're chilling. It's so much more relaxed. So I feel like you guys are just always like in it. I'm like, what are they talking about?
There's a lot of different things. Sometimes it's like we're kind of talking about the hitter that's up to bat, and we're like, come on, this girl's like not even good. Like just go get her.
I love that.
Or just like let her hit it. Like Haylie can go catch it. Like all of us are good. Just let her hit it.
Yeah. I feel like with Monica, when we're dealing with Monica, it's like, Monica, just throw this pitch 75 and we got your back. Like, that's a thing. I absolutely love that. Okay, last one for me. One piece of advice for any infielder.
Any infielder, let's see. Wow. This is probably,
I know it's hard to pick one.
The one that I should have had an answer for, but I just don't. Let's see. I'll just say this: get external. When you make an error, don't make it about you, and just be quiet. Like, look to your infielders, look to your outfielders, make some sort of connection with the teammate, because I think the worst thing that can happen is somebody makes a mistake, which is inevitably going to happen. Yeah. Like, there's almost no games with 0 mental or physical mistakes. Just connect with other people. Get external.
I love that. Maximize your failure. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, using my terms.
I am. I'm stealing it. That's a good life motto to have.
Dude, it's real.
It is real, for sure.
All right, so what do you think about this, Haylie, about these drills? Because I'm just going to say this right now. I'm going to be very open and honest with you and say that I'm not very confident in these drills. But I have another idea.
Okay, I'm here for it
as well. I could demonstrate an infield drill. If you feel compelled to do it with me, then
I would join. Okay.
And then you can demonstrate or talk through an outfield drill. And I can make comments, or if I feel compelled or feel able, I can try it.
I'm here for it. I'm totally here for it. Let's do some infield stuff.
All right. So just so all of these people watching understand what has happened, what has gone into this preparation for the live, I sent a drill to Haylie. It's called Fielding Position Walk. This is, I guess, a basic infield drill, but the idea is pretty advanced. So anytime a ball's hit hard, we want to step back instead of forward, right? So probably the last time Haylie played infield, right, like 5th grade, you said, everybody was telling you just charge the ball, go get it, go get it, go get it.
Yeah.
Right? But as you get higher and higher in the levels of softball, the ball just keeps getting hit harder at you. The game speeds up. So what we're able to do is take a step back to give ourselves more time and space to react to those hard hit ground balls. So I'm going to see if I can set this up in my shoe. We're going to see.
I'm setting it too.
In our fielding position, back up enough. We always start chest over the ground, hinge back, hand out in front. This is awesome.
I'm here for it.
I hope someone's taking screenshots of this. So we need this. Is my hand on the ground? Your hand is, your fingertips are trying to be on the ground.
Okay.
So fingertips are
I'm going to get you guys.
So essentially a coach would be out in front of you, and she's just pointing left, middle, right. Every time she points, so say I point to your left side, I'm going to step back, lean back in my back leg, eyes behind my glove. Ooh. Oh, you're a lefty.
I am a lefty. Everything's backwards.
So hold it there, hold it there, hold it there.
Oh, wait.
Take your position. Okay, so give me a little bit more bend in your elbow. Bend in your elbow. So you got to hinge. Perfect. Eyes behind your glove. That is like, you're trying to talk down your infield skills. That's a backhand position. So
I'm here for it.
There, we go left. Then we always go back to our middle. So take a step back with that right foot now. And then we're going to go back with our right foot again. I'm in my backhand. You're in your forehand. Pause. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. I'm going to check you out.
Do I need bend in my elbow here too?
Everything's always bent. So just push your hand towards me. So your glove's more out in front of your eyes. Dude, you did it. That's easy.
Wow.
You did it.
Now I've got a quad burn.
Yeah, that's a quad burn for sure.
My quads are on fire. And you just keep walking back and forth, right, with that? So I would go backhand, straight up, forehand, and then just keep walking back.
Yeah, so it's just like a learning tool.
I love everything about that.
We don't do that to just like hold them there. It is kind of a quad builder. But yeah. That's that.
I love everything about it. Would you add in a ball with that? Like a tennis ball underhanded or?
Yep, we can do tennis ball and tap it out in front. Okay. You can go regular balls, rolling it to your for my forehand side, so my left side. I step back, field it and then getting into a throwing position. So lots of things.
Wow, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this back to Coach Erickson and be like, just in case, like, if you need me to play in the infield, like, maybe.
Just show, here's my skills. You can basically just show them the drill.
Love it. I'm here for it. All right, you ready for some outfield stuff?
Okay, I will try my hardest. You gotta
okay.
show me what it is.
Okay, so let me see if I can get a better angle with what's going on here. All right. So I'm literally in my room right now, but
oh yeah.
So similar to what you do, outfielders like to do it's called a crow hop shuffle or a crow hop walk. So we'll have our fielding position where we're nice and even with our feet, almost like we're going to do a lunge.
Okay.
Our glove is in front of our eyes, just like we were doing that with the infield, but we're split. So we're simulating like us throwing someone out at home, right?
Okay.
So my glove's out in front, and I'm just going to walk through those positions of getting to the actual crow hop into the throwing position. So the first one, so if you're a righty, your left hand would be here. I'm going to catch, gather right here.
Yep.
Take my instep where my heel's pointing towards my target.
Yep.
Get neutral, and then I would get into my throwing position from there. So it's kind of hard to see me with this angle.
So,
but
when I start, let me just see if I can match your start. So when I start, my glove foot is back.
Glove foot is back. Yep, that's right. So we get a nice, decently wide base, like you're going to go down and do a lunge. Yep, that's perfect. Yep, and then you're going to catch the ball. So secure that with your throwing hand. Still in this position. Don't move your feet. Yep, and you'll bring that back. You'll bring that back foot forward here. Take that step. Yep. Instep. Get the heel pointed to the target. Heck yeah. Stride with that other foot, and then get into the throwing position, and you would throw from there.
Oh, let's do that faster. I got it. We got it.
Yeah. You got it? Yep. So
okay.
Catch, gather step, bring it forward. Instep. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was smooth. Go again. Go faster.
Now we're going to go faster. Ready?
That was so good. Okay, you just threw – yeah, no, you just absolutely hosed someone out at home. No, that's so good. I'm signing you up for Outfield tomorrow. That is so good, dude. Oh, my God, that's so good. You have, like, 20, 30 yards of space. Like, you would just keep doing that over and over and over again. So, like, a lot of people, I know a lot of outfield coaches, especially in travel ball, the way I was first taught to crow hop was catching it outside my glove leg and then going straight into my crow hop. The reason I like catching it with my throwing leg in front is because if you notice when you were doing that, you gained so much more ground instead of going up into your crow hop. So if you feel like you need to get more comfortable with that, the easiest way to do it is to just keep doing it for like 30, 40, 50 yards.
So that's actually a question I have for some of the girls that are outfielders that we will just practice some outfield footwork, but their biggest problem is they don't get up at all. Like you have to kind of drive your knee up a little bit. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes. Now it's not, but it's not straight up, right? It's like a balance. Like you want to find like a 50-50 percentage of that, because if we can shorten the length of our throw and get more momentum going towards the plate instead of going up, like we're going to have a way better chance of throwing someone out.
I love it. That was cool.
Freaking awesome. I'm here for it. We're utility players now, both of us.
I maybe I should just go back in. Maybe I should try out. As an outfielder.
I wouldn't be mad.
All right, Haylie, do you got any closing remarks? Do you have anything else that you want to tell everybody?
Oh, I love everyone. Stay safe and healthy during this quarantine. I know I have cabin fever right now. So I'm trying to do as many of my workouts as possible every single day, trying to get outside if the sun is shining. And just maximizing the time that I have to like really hone in my mental side of things, because it's hard to get the physical reps right now with limited equipment and not being able to go anywhere, but my mind's always with me and I can continue to sharpen that. So that's where I'm at, and I think that's where a lot of other people are at in the softball world too.
Absolutely. I love that message. And with that, I'm not even going to say anything else. I think that's perfect. Thanks everybody for joining us.
I love
And
it.
Haylie, I'll text you. Make sure that it's not pouring still over there.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.